Hello everyone, let's make probably the easiest fruity dessert in the world that can be whipped up in less than 10 minutes with very few ingredients that are always at hand. Fruit crumble, the sweet course that always a warm hug and even novice can handle it with perfection. The base of our crumble will be sweet aromatic apples. Think Honeycrisp, Gala, Fuji or Red Chip for the perfect balance of flavor. So slice, core your apples, slice them into beautiful veggies. What I do is leave the peel on because it gets endless vitamins. In the end, you won't feel the peel at all. So what I do is cut my beautiful apples into halves, then into quarters, and core it with my knife. You can use special core peeler, cut into bite-sized pieces. It doesn't matter what form you will choose. Finally, if there are no apples in the fridge, you can take pears or swap it for apricots. Even stone fruit is very good in crumble. So take what you have in the fridge and be happy with it. Now, strawberries, these vibrant red gems add a nice pop of color. So take some 10 of them. You don't need too much, just for color and for that jam texture. Be sure to wash them and to remove the sand that might be on our strawberries. Hull them and cut them into halves. If they are too small, you can leave it the whole. Now to the fun part, let's roast our beautiful apples. High heat your pan. Now add your beautiful apple crumble to the pan. Let it roast for 1 minute. I introduce a grown-up flavor to our kitchen by giving a pan some 100 ml of wine. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Toss it a little bit. Some lemon zest to let the citrusy oils fill the air. Slice a small part of orange and squeeze the juice barely with your hand. While the apples are roasting, let's talk about the star of the show, the crumble topping. So for our beautiful topping, you'll need butter, flour and sugar, the holy trinity of baking. Now you'd better opt for butter with a fat percentage of at least 80%. This will give a better nutritional profile. Plus, unlike margarine, which is full of artificial trans fats, butter is a healthy product made from milk cream. So 80% fat will give our butter a beautiful melt in your mouth quality. The perfect proportions ratios are 1 part sugar, 2 parts butter, 4 parts flour. Now let's get to the fun part. Flour and sugar are combined in a bowl, then rub in the butter with your fingertips until the mixture resembles coarse breadcrumbs. It's like making magic with your hands. Beautiful. Want to add warm twist? Add just a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. For a touch of spice, feeling nutty, add walnuts or pecans. Crush it with your hands. It will add to our crunchy texture. Now spread the crumble evenly over our roasted fruit. We want the perfect balance of crunchy topping and juicy fruit. So be generous. Don't skip any square centimeter. So it's time to pop our dessert into the oven, 190 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit, for 30 to 35 minutes or until it's beautifully brown and crispy. One of the best things about the crumble is its versatility. You can customize the fruit filling to suit your taste, whatever you have at hand. Try to swap apples for pears or introduce blackberries, blueberries, raspberries or even blackcurrant to the mix. Just mind the balance of sweetness and sourness. 10 minutes through and I forgot to put my strawberries in, so what I do is just push our strawberries through the batter, through our crumble, and pop just a little bit of it on top. Sometimes you can forget something, so you should improvise. 20 minutes after adding strawberries, 30 minutes overall. Put your crumble out of the oven, let it cool slightly if you can wait that long. Serve it warm, maybe with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a dollop of whipped cream. Beautiful. So there you have it. Easy to make, delicious dessert, perfect for any occasion. So go ahead, experiment with infinite customization possibilities. Use your fruits. And by the way, the crumble topping, if there are any left, is perfectly stored in the freezer for several months. So if you like the recipe, thumbs up, hit notification buttons, and see you next time. Welcome to the secret chocoholic meeting for all sweet course lovers. Today we are whipping up a dessert that's pure theater, Fondaint au chocolat with a side of chili goodness. This indulgent delight, also dubbed molten chocolate cake, burst into the scene in the 1980s. Some claim that Michel Gras invented the cake in France in 1981, others say it was born in New York in 1987 by a famous chocolatier, Jean-Jacques Von shall I say Fongerichten, excuse my French and German. So start the grandeur with breaking up the chocolate. All the measurements you will find in the description. Cubing or breaking down the butter like this and putting it in one bowl. Now we need to melt our butter chocolate and we use double boiler method. So boil your water, put your bowl with butter and chocolate on top. Mind that the water should not touch the bowl. That's it. Meanwhile, let's crack our eggs in another bowl. Add sugar and give it an enjoyable whisk. Now it is crucial to properly prepare our ramekins to ensure non-stickiness. So cover the entire inner surface with softened butter. This is step 1 verification of non-stickiness. Step number 2, dust your ramekins with cacao powder like this. Cacao will add chocolatey flavor and is also a good anti-sticky agent. Step number 3, though optional, put the ramekins into the fridge. The chilled butter will create a better barrier between the fondant and the ramekins. Don't forget to stir your butter chocolate from time to time. It won't take long and you'll see a smooth, luxurious bath for our batter. Smooth and nice. Set aside for 5 minutes, cool down. And to the mixing time. So we combine everything together. Our sugary eggs go to our chocolate butter and give it a vigorous mix like this. 10 to 20 seconds of mixing. It's becoming frothier, you can see. Now we add our all-purpose flour. And it becomes a bit more paste-based. And we spoon this ambrosial mixture in little ceramic cradles waiting for their molten treasure. Like this, 2/3 of the ramekin. But here's the beauty of the fondant. Baking time is a delicate dance. A shorter bake yields a gloriously gooey center. A longer one offers a firmer, fudgy heart. It all depends on your personal preferences. And we bake 210 Celsius for 8 to 9 minutes. Mind that every oven is different, so you should adjust according to your oven. Take a scoop or a cut of your favorite ice cream, plate. Now, I personally like to add some chili flakes for extra hotness. Here are the cashew nuts. And behold the molten mystery revealed. We want rich, luxurious chocolate oozing out like a chocoholic dream come true. Now, very delicately, take a knife to ensure non-stickiness. And here's the magic. Number 1 and number 2. One bite and you'll understand why the world swoons for chocolate fondant. The soft pillow cake, the burst of molten chocolate, and the cold embrace of ice cream. Really magnificent. So gather your ingredients and ready to unleash your inner chocolatier. This recipe is fantastic. Thumbs up for appreciation, subscribe and see you. Berry cobbler, delightful combination of sweet juicy blueberries, soury raspberries and light pancake-like batter that rises to create a golden buttery crust. Look at these plum blueberries, they're heroes of the show today, not only delicious but packed with antioxidants, and somewhere around a pound contains a daily dose of vitamin C. And blueberries are known for their healthy benefits. They lower your blood sugar and stabilize your blood pressure. Take large bowl, add 2 cups, somewhere around 300 grams of fresh blueberries, and let's antagonize them with ruby red raspberries. Just half a cup, somewhere around 70-80 grams, no more. You can definitely use frozen berries, but just thaw and pat them with your paper towels before if you don't want more jam-like texture. And don't be afraid to experiment. You can use any combination of berries, so take what is at hand. Now let's prepare our oven, preheated to 175 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit. While the oven is heating up, grab 5 tablespoons, somewhere 70 grams of butter, and place it directly in your baking pan. Put the pan in the oven to let the butter melt and get nice and toasty. It will be ready by the time the cobbler comes together, adding a delicious nutty flavor to our dish. To sweeten your fresh berries, add somewhere a quarter cup, 50 grams of granulated sugar. If your berries are exceptionally sweet, you can always reduce this amount to your taste. Now let's take lemon and zest the whole of it inside our bowl. Lemon zest adds a refreshing, bursting, soury kick that pairs beautifully both with blueberries and raspberries. Now if you want a bit more brighty tan, just cut a quarter of lemon juice and squeeze it in a bowl. That's what I do. It's a nice summer palette of blue, dark blue, ruby red and sunshine yellow in a bowl. Give it a quick shake or toss it with your hands. These berries are perfectly ready, so I won't judge you if you try to snack them before putting in the oven. They are beautiful. Now take a separate large bowl and make our batter at 1 1/4 cups, 150 grams of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt and half a cup, 100 grams of granulated sugar. Mix these dry ingredients together with a whisk until they are well combined. Now add 1 cup, 240 milliliters of whole milk to the dry ingredients. The mixture will create a loose batter similar to pancake batter, which will rise and envelope the blueberries as it bakes. Stir until just combined. Doesn't need to be vigorous. You'll finish with a desired consistency, even being relaxed and chilled. See? Nice, smooth and easy. Now carefully remove the hot pan and pour our batter into the pan over the melted butter. You may hear a satisfying sizzle as the batter hits the hot butter, starting to cook immediately and forming a delicious crust. Now whisk your batter to combine it with our melted butter. Now spread our berries. Try to spread them evenly to ensure every bite will have enough of this juicy goodness. Make sure all the remaining sugar and lemon zest has been removed from the bowl and sprinkled over the berries. Now let's boost our flavor and make things a little bit nutty. You can take any nuts, walnuts, almonds, pecans. Try to break them any way you can. This will make the things a little bit more crunchy. Now place the pan with the cobbler inside the oven and bake it for 30-35 minutes, 175 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit. Now if you're using frozen berries, you may need to add a couple of more minutes. Well, the aromas of baking berries will fill the kitchen, creating mouth-watering anticipation. Once done, remove it from the oven and let it slightly cool down. Now get ready your favorite ice cream scoop or a dollop of whipped cream. Want to go with chocolate topping? Go for it. That's what I do. And it becomes even yummier and tastier after a night in a fridge. This summer, berry cobbler is the perfect way to end a warm summer day. Simple, delicious, perfect for sharing with friends and family. Next time you're looking for a quick and easy dessert, give this recipe a try. Truly amazing. Thanks for joining me today. And if you want more delicious summer recipes, like, subscribe and hit the bell button. See you next time. Why settle for ordinary when you can drizzle your way to extraordinary? First thing first, let's mix our dry ingredients. A cup and a half of all-purpose flour, pinch of salt, some regular white sugar. A tablespoon is enough because we will use chocolate topping, some baking powder for bubbles. As for liquid ingredients, let's start by melting our butter, somewhere 60-70 grams. Now crack your eggs, 2 is enough. Pinch of salt and whisk it vigorously. Now a crack of pepper, no, I'm just kidding. A cup of milk, around 300 milliliters. Again, mix and whisk. Okay, that's enough. Now add liquid vanilla extract. You don't have vanilla extract, use just dry. Don't forget about melted butter, so almost melted, we can whisk it through. So make a well inside your dry ingredients, like a crater volcano, and pour lava inside. Now back to whisking vigorously. The batter is smooth, so take your pancake pan, medium to high heat. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, butter. I use coconut oil. So pour your magical batter on a hot griddle, wait for bubbles, then flip like you're launching into the moon. But let's aim for a soft landing back on the pan. 1-2 minutes each side and stack them high, folks. Today we're building pancake skyscrapers. Meanwhile, let's make our chocolate topping. So crack your semi-sweet chocolate. Just crack it chaotically. Basically for 200 milliliters, 250 milliliters cream, you need 200 grams of chocolate. Now, let's heat our cream. Heat your cream until it's just about to whisper sweet nothings to a boil. Now pour your boiled cream into your chocolate. Start whisking it thoroughly. By the way, did you know that ganache came to life by mistake? It was in the mid of 19th century when a French apprentice accidentally poured cream into a hot chocolate and his chef called him ganache, which meant a fool or something like that, but little did he knew that the one has created the masterpiece. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Who knows, maybe it will become something great. The ganache is a little bit liquidish, but as it will cool down, it will become more creamy. So set aside for several minutes and let's build our skyscraper. Most magical moment. Start pouring ganache. Whoa. Embrace it with nuts. Magnificent. No
words, these
Brace it with nuts.
Ganache are so good. They could start their own breakfast dynasty. It's like eating a cloud covered in chocolate sunshine.